Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo news, education, and opportunities. My name is Lucas.
I'm Jacob.
And we're excited to do a follow-up on one of crypto's greatest, best opportunities and protocols and projects out there, according to my understanding and research, because that's what this is: education, entertainment, information. This is not commercial, legal, marital advice. It's not financial advice. Do your own research to be your own bank. But if you're doing your own research and you're excited about the latest innovations and developments in blockchain and how they may affect traditional finance, we've got playlists to talk about the macro outlook. We look at what's happening in traditional markets as well as blockchain, and we look to see what's being developed in blockchain and crypto. How is it going to displace and replace modern traditional financial markets or other supply chains and markets? Being a part of that today, I'm excited to talk about one of our favorite projects, Alter Mail, which is built on one of our favorite blockchains. This is your hub for the secret updates. That's right. We like to keep you abreast of the #1 premium privacy by default layer 1 blockchain solution, which is Secret Network. And because of that privacy solution, secret NFTs, which we'll talk about a little bit today, because Alter has been very innovative and collaborating with secret NFTs. But secret NFTs, Secret Network, you can build things. You can just build things that you cannot do on any other public blockchain. Ethereum, Harmony One, Phantom, Polygon, it doesn't matter. They're all public ledgers. And without that privacy feature, there are things you can't mimic. So one of those, of course, we got videos on airdrops and many opportunities in the IBC. But our favorite protocol right now, one of them that's functioning, it's not a theory. Let's talk about Alter. My name is Lucas.
My name is Jacob.
If we didn't already introduce, and yeah, so we're gonna get right into it, and let's talk about it, because Jacob, you just mentioned this recently. We talked about Midnight Teddy Club, and
yes,
how if someone mints a Midnight Teddy Club, it comes with an Alter subscription.
Yes. And so the interesting thing about that is it's kind of giving utility to these NFTs through a protocol that's allowing privacy in messaging. So much like a Telegram or like a WeChat, but instead of it harvesting your data or harvesting your messaging information, it's entirely private. And you hold the keys to that conversation. The keys that you give out is the person who gets to view that conversation with you. And it's extremely interesting the way that they use this blockchain tech to innovate communications and telecommunications.
It's one of the most innovative out there at the moment, and they're just beginning. Although it's new, they're very active, open community. We have many videos that have talked about them, but this is a latest roadmap update on what they're accomplishing. And their team is transparent. Despite what they're building, it's very easy to do your research and find out who's behind this and what they've already accomplished and what they seek to accomplish. So we're gonna kind of get right into it right now with this updated roadmap. And we will come back to Midnight Teddy Club, because the team, knowing how Secret Network operates, Ample Agents, I believe, was the first artist, the first NFT to offer a subscription. They've done it with Clandestina. They've offered subscriptions now with Midnight Teddy Club. Even if you have 10 Midnight Teddies, you can offer to burn them, or not burn them, pardon me. You keep the Teddies. You can switch out 10 membership for one lifetime, and then you have no fees. You have a lifetime membership to Alter. And now let's talk about the vision and roadmap of Alter. The team has hit the ground running in 2022 with relentless efforts to ramp up towards the launch of a few new features and improvements to the existing product. Today, we are proud to share our 2022 roadmap, which breaks down our overall vision, targets, and major milestones for the year. The key focus will be to stand up the core MVP product, unlock key integrations to enable Web 3.0 functionality, and set a strong foundation for future growth. Disclaimer: roadmap timeline and milestones are subject to change based on new team decisions, update priorities, and adjust development timelines. This roadmap is intended to serve as a target for 2022 development and should not be used to influence financial decisions. And it's good to be flexible because it's like complaining about internet on the airplane. I say it's such a new technology. They're coming out, they're saying, look, we're building out chat services. We want to add blind carbon copy or BC to our messaging platform. They're literally adding new features and making it more dynamic. It's just been created in the last few months. So patience is a virtue, and they've created so many successful milestones already that it's just more about allowing the technological development to happen in proper time, right? So their vision since the beginning, their vision has been to become the new standard of communication for Web 3.0 communities. We believe Alter addresses many issues in how people communicate online, and it is our firm mission to provide a more private and secure communication solution to anyone, individuals and businesses, who are seeking the highest control over their data sharing and privacy management. In October 2021, so this is relatively very, it's not even a year old, Alter successfully launched with its initial peer-to-peer messaging service that utilizes secret networks, blockchain, to encrypt messages and give users the ability to manage and hold their private key for users to communicate privately. This allowed us to deliver on our promise to stand up private communications for our users in a decentralized and secure way. Now the growing demand for privacy is positioned to Alter to move into its next stage of expansion. By the end of 2022, our users will be able to communicate with one another effortlessly using private in-group chat and community channels. Web 3.0 enthusiasts will be able to log into Alter, start chatting with their friends, and also send payments seamlessly through their crypto wallets. This is huge. Developer looking to partner with Alter will be able to integrate with APIs to unleash the product's full potential. This year, we also hope to start enabling enterprise and commercial teams to set up their own environments to use Alter to communicate privately amongst team members. We have a strong vision that is continuously shaped by the feedback and needs of our supportive community. So check it out. To get closer to making our vision alive and achieve our mission, we follow our roadmap. This is the first update to the roadmap since our initial launch in October 2021. So we are very excited to highlight our key targets and milestones for the year. Bam.
Bam.
Well, so check out these priorities.
Yeah, definitely check them out. And you can see that throughout Q1 and Q2, the first half of 2022 will mark the launch of our remaining features for our core MVP products. This will enable and empower users to use Alter in place of their daily communication applications. So things like Discord, things like Telegram, things like Twitter, WeChat, whatever it is that you're using, they're trying to create a product that has these same features, but with privacy at the forefront and the focus. The critical period will also be used to focus on building core components of Alter's business model and improve the technical backend architecture to scale and grow the product effectively. One of the first things that they're working on is peer-to-peer messaging, enhancements to existing P2P messaging to improve the user experience. That's just messaging between you, a friend, whoever. My interest, however, is on their private and group chat privately with their friends, family, both in a private and group setting. Applications like WhatsApp and Telegram, which huge. I already enjoy. That's huge and massive.
And we talked about how much people around the world use those applications. You were mentioning it in our previous video that Telegram is the dominant social media application in the East. And I know WhatsApp is throughout Latin America and other places. So to be able to replace these, and we're talking about a worldwide decentralized application, this is a big deal, especially since scalability is part of their next major push in this next Q1, Q2.
So. Oh yeah. And as long as they break down those language barriers for people to be able to utilize this application, that's going to be massive. That's going to be massive for adoption.
Very cool.
We could see address books manage and save contacts to an address book to quickly find and identify other users. this is also massive for the use of convenience. No one really wants to remember, okay, this person's wallet address or alter IDs, this, and I've got to remember who this is now.
Right.
Someone just wants to write mom,
Right.
dad,
Right.
friend I met in Telegram, like whatever it is or whatever it is that you remember them by. It's much easier to categorize that in your brain that way.
Totally.
They're going to expand their service capabilities by allowing Kepler login and authentication. Integrate their Kepler wallet will allow users to log in and use and authenticate their private keys for a seamless user experience. It'd be like connecting your connecting your wallet to OpenSea, and it just logs you in automatically.
Nice.
And that's massive for ease of use and adoption in the Web3 space, for sure. Basic file management and storage. Manage and organize files in a simple folder structure to save important and sensitive documents. This is great for coordinating things, like for me, Lucas, and Ryan for these videos. This would be awesome to be able to, share all of our documentation beforehand and have it in a spot where, we can not have to worry about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I look forward to using some. They have a few features that we may be able to really take advantage of and share with the community. So we're going to reach out to the team behind Alter. And if you are interested in this innovative product and you would like to work with it and learn more about it, definitely follow us, because we will stay on top of their roadmap and their developments and experiment with these and share and use them with others. So as we grow our community, maybe if you have an Alter ID, or we'll offer a program where you can get an Alter ID and we can have a little newsletter and send some messages out to our fellow Wise Beyond Bitcoin members. We'll see what pops up as they develop their roadmap. Very cool. So what else they got going on here?
This is my favorite part. iOS and non-native Android application, as well as Android applications, mobile features for peer-to-peer messaging will be introduced as a demo for users to use Alter on their mobile devices. And so imagine having a Linux device which honestly is not all that popular, but Linux is Android basically. iOS is Apple. They have all these different devices, but being able to have this application on your phone, that is what most people have. Most people don't have a laptop. They don't have a computer.
Right.
They have a phone.
Right.
They have a tablet, or in this case for me, a Kindle. But it's, people have these devices that are much cheaper and easier to purchase, and that require a little bit easier user experience. Just use your thumbs.
And there's some applications that are only available on Android or only available on iOS. So right out the gate that they're available on iOS and on Android, and they'll be made seamless for other native desktop applications for those who maybe want to operate outside of both. It's just, if you're building something to be used for the world, then you would like to have as least amount of barriers to entry. You want it as much access as possible. So you can see that the team has thought about this and they've created it and built it. And this is early on. This isn't even talking about some of the other features that they're building out. Little technical issue, but let's pick back up on that roadmap on the Alter business development.
Yeah, so they're working with their product development efforts in their team and focusing on expanding the footprint of Alter to other Web3 communities. And so you could see that they successfully launched their Alter token and their staking mechanisms, which I think is awesome because they have validators just in the secret network and across all different networks in the IBC. But by staking with their validator, you can actually have that pay continuously for your Alter subscription. So you can set it up as basically a one-time payment.
That's eventually what they want to grant to stakers. And that's huge, what you just said. I mean, that's a big deal. And that's part of their effort to expand awareness of Alter to other Web 3.0 communities. Imagine if you're familiar with Juno, you're familiar with Osmosis or DVPN or some other Lunatic, some other great blockchain in the IBC community. and you find out, oh, there's this Alter validator. If I stake some with Alter, I get a free subscription, and they'll start really just be able to expand, because what makes a messaging service more valuable is the more people that are able to use it and send messages to each other. It's the network effects really shows when it comes to messaging services. So that's huge. And you mentioned the Alter token that they successfully launched, which we've talked about that. And right now, if you go to Secret Swap or Sienna Swap, they actually have a pool where you can stake CFI, the Secret Swap token, and earn dual rewards, Secret Swap and Alter, or you can go and natively stake just your Alter token. If you're looking what you can do with Alter, you can provide liquidity. You can provide liquidity on one of these pools with Alter and Secret Swap, but you can also, let me go back somewhere in here. Oop, pardon me. Let me click back and forth, and then that'll work. There we go. Infinity Pool, we were just there. You can check out the Alter staking, which currently is at a 59% APR paid out in CFI. None of this is financial advice, marital advice, commercial, legal advice, just educational, entertainment, information, and research. Do your own research. But this, if you're looking for innovation and what's going on in blockchain, this is where it's at. I mean, very cool. Privacy as a default foundation, now being able to build a messaging service. This is how you can support them. And like Jacob was saying, they're reaching out, they're validated to other communities. So subscriptions can be passively paid for just by staking and supporting a blockchain. That's huge.
That's massive. Because could you imagine paying a one-time fee for your Netflix subscription, and it pays for itself over time? It generates the income to pay for itself over time. I believe that this incentive mechanism is going to flip the script on subscription models as this becomes popularized. And the best place to do it is the Web3 space.
Absolutely. Speaking of, so you have more people coming into this space, and they recognize that this is a huge innovation for blockchain and crypto. There's nothing else like it when you look around blockchain. You can go to Ethereum, Polygon, go to all the EVMs. They might have some neat, fun little programs or play to earns or AMMs, but where can you find this with privacy? Where can you find a messaging service like this? So if they're getting ready for more people, they're going to have to be ready to increase their scalability and robustness, right?
Big time, big time.
And they've got some technical development activities to focus on the service decoupling to ensure that Alter product services can scale appropriately with growing user base, and also allow for team to build faster in the future. They will have a public API to enable Alter to interface with other Web 3.0 projects and allow external developers to build on Alter to unleash the project's full potential. So they're really about interoperability. They're really about allowing other projects to use what they're creating to help expand their services to other communities. This is huge. That's what it's all about. Growing to reach other communities. Interoperability is going to be the future. It's not going to be these isolated blockchain communities. It's going to be those that can help share value and spread value to other networks. As we've seen with wrapped Ether or with wrapped Bitcoin, it's the being able to wrap and move value from one chain to another, and that interoperability that adds value to all the chains that are involved. So, all right, we got some priorities for Q3 and Q4 and beyond as well. Do you want to jump into that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the big things that they're doing in the second half of 2022 is continuing to build upon their critical product services and add improvements to the Alter program based off of community feedback. And so number one is empowering community channels, which community channels will feature channels and sub-channels that allow decentralized Web3 communications to communicate effectively. And these features will resemble Discord, like how I was saying. It could be a place for people to launch NFT projects. It can be a place for people to talk about Alter and come up with suggestions for their product, because ultimately it's their users who know what experience they want, and they want to take that value and build the thing that the users want. And it's so unique that they're building this messaging service from the ground up to resemble messaging services that we're used to today, but putting privacy at the forefront.
And like you mentioned with Discord features, and this is something that they're really active about building. They're building tools that you can use, yeah, for chat. You can use for like a Gmail, Proton Mail, email service. But yeah, also like a Discord, Telegram. They're creating it to where NFTs, if you're a secret NFT, if you're part of an NFT community, like the Cataclops, the Cyclops Circus, that there's a special secret DAO running now, or you look at Clandestine, or you look at Midnight Teddy Club, which is coming with alter IDs. A lot of these communities will want to be able to communicate with each other, and only a member of Redacted Club or only a member of Anons will be able to enter into this chat, into this community channel. So they will make community channels that are exclusive, and who knows the interoperability in the future, because if you're a member of Bored Apes Yacht Club or any of these other high profile NFT communities, if you want to be more high profile and add more utility, what could be better than bringing your community onto a private messaging, private chat service built on the blockchain? So I can even see that even non-secret NFT communities taking advantage of that API that they're offering for others to build onto, to add that exclusivity, pardon me. And I can just imagine it not being too far down the road where you see these large, high profile NFT communities inevitably bringing their communities onto altars so that they can have their own community channel where they can chat with each other and share information privately, all with the security of that NFT, that blockchain access.
And to speak even further on that point, I personally use Discord to be able to take part in private messaging and private groups with NFTs. And you have to use Collabland a lot of the times. And, you know, for some of these fake Discords that are just made to be able to, you know, they're a copy paste of the actual Discord, and it has less users, and you'll notice like the admins are different names, and you'll notice different changes here and there, but it's literally there so that way when you go to connect your wallet, you're signing away permissions for them to take your tokens. And so Alter could be a way to stop phishing. This could be a preventative measure against phishing that happens on Discord, against phishing that happens on Telegram. That is massive.
Huge to clean up communication and make it more efficient, more harmonious. That's beautiful. Launching native mobile applications. You spoke about this. This is one of your favorite, features. Let's talk about why this is so great, because some applications usually are only for iOS or only for Android, and now we have they're really wide reaching in their early approach.
So you can see my phone here, like everyone has one, everybody has some kind of a phone, whether it's a cheap prepaid phone or this or that. But one of the big things is that it allows people, regardless of their preferences, whether it's Android, whether it's Apple, whether it's the, Linux backend that you're using for, like a Linux phone or something, this is all going to be compatible. And the interesting thing is that compatibility is like one of their forefront features. Most people around the world have a phone, and most phone architecture is built on the backbone of Linux, which is Android. Android is a Linux shell basically running on your phone. And so by doing that, most phones that are being produced today are going to be able to be compatible with this. And if you're an iPhone user, if you like to go down that more exclusive route, that kind of closed box infrastructure for your applications and for your development, you're still going to be not barred out like how so many iPhone users have been. And a great example would be like for applications that revolve around, vaporizers. Any application that's revolving around vaporizers was banned on Apple, but you can only use it on Android. And I found that super interesting that they did that. And they're basically barring out an entire community of users who have this phone. And
or you look at, there was that, what was that really popular Apple community chatting? a lot of people were coming to high profile chat, Clubhouse. I think it's called Clubhouse.
Oh, yeah, Clubhouse. Yeah,
And you could only Apple users could have Clubhouse. It was not available to Android. Maybe it is now. I don't know, but for quite some time it was.
it is now, but for
Okay.
quite some time it was only Apple, and so I never got into Clubhouse when that was like the place to be for NFTs.
Right. So it's things like that. Now, Alter token, it's out, and they want to add a lot more utility. It had a successful launch. We've showed where you can go to acquire it and how you can support Alter and stake, but just know there's governance involved. There's token revenue sharing. Holders of Alter tokens will reap the rewards supporting the project by sharing in revenue rewards from subscriptions and validator commissions. There's also crypto payments. You mentioned this. This is huge. So imagine from your Telegram, Discord, from your what have you, you got your list of contacts and your Alter subscriptions, like you can do chat. You've got community channels. And now through your private ID, through privacy blockchain, you can send crypto payments. They're talking about enabling users to send crypto payments to each other within the Alter ecosystem. These features will resemble traditional features of fiat payment systems such as Venmo and PayPal. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. Yep. Are you froze? Are you there, Jacob?
Oh, sorry, on my end, you froze.
Oh, okay, it happens sometime. I was saying that's a big deal. You were talking about this earlier, so I'm just kind of throwing it back at you because I know you recognize how big this is. I mean, imagine the people that you communicate with on a regular basis, or how much Telegram is already used, or Discord. Imagine you have these communication networks and channels, and people can send crypto payments directly to each other. That's seamlessly, and with the same type of friendliness that people are used to seeing with Venmo and PayPal.
I think one of the interesting things too is like subscription-based bulk messaging, voice calls, video conferencing. We could possibly one day be doing these videos using Alter instead of Zoom. And I think that's so amazing that they're combining multiple use cases of platforms and creating this enterprise of products that they're going to be able to launch. That's the forefront is privacy. The focus is privacy.
I love how you said that. And we've been following Alter from pretty much from the beginning, its inception, and a secret network update hub. We will continue to keep you abreast. We really appreciate and love what this technology, this innovation this brings compared to everything else in blockchain and crypto. This is definitely something to take a look at. And we look forward to communicating with the team and bringing as much of the latest alfalfa as we can to you, as well as using these products and showing you how they work and working together. So subscription-based bulk messaging, if we can start sending out some monthly content or some regular content to some members of our community, we may offer some special programs, voice calls, video conferencing. There are some really neat applications that they're planning to roll out. And as they roll out, we will absolutely be experimenting and educating ourselves on them so that we can share that with you.
I think it would be awesome to have I've been personally reading more with my Kindle. I think it'd be awesome if we could recommend some books that get people a little further into understanding economics. It's something that there's so much value to be had that we can do a lot with this community.
Very cool. You want to take us through the closing remarks?
Yeah, stay tuned for the upcoming release of Alter products and services. The Alter team will continue to build more decentralized, flexible, communicative platforms for Web 3.0. This will be the most exciting year of development for blockchain applications and adoptions, as Alter is due for major development just all across the board. Truly humble and grateful by all of the community support, and we're looking forward to another great year with Alter.
Very cool, man. Very cool. We're going to leave all links below. Absolutely do your own research and check it out. And check out the NFTs. We recently did a video on the Midnight Teddy Club, if there's still time. And we will leave a link to them as well. If there's still time, you can mint a Midnight Teddy Club. And if you do, it comes with a subscription. Now, that's obviously not going to take me there. If I just type in midnight club in Google, that's not going to take you there. That should have been obvious, and it won't take long. I do know how we can find it and show you what we're talking about, but what goes on if they mint a midnight Teddy Club? What's the catch right now?
So the awesome thing is that you actually get a year subscription to Alter just for minting one midnight Teddy. And I think one of the interesting things is they're still available and minting today. And so I think the last I looked at it, there's like 900 or something, but there's still enough to be minted. And the interesting thing to me, beyond just the Alter subscription, is that the fact that they're really community oriented with a DAO structure that's going to be able to further the utility of these teddies. And I think by them having a close tie and a close relationship to Alter, it's extremely valuable. I mean, just owning 10 teddies allows you the opportunity for a lifetime Alter subscription.
That's very cool. And this is just one of the many NFTs. Alter, from the beginning, they were backing, not backing, but they collaborated with Ample Agents. I know Clandestina Gang, as an innovator in NFTs with reward sharing validators, they also had some Alter IDs to share. So Alter's been very collaborative in working with the secret NFT artists in the community. Very cool what they're doing alone, just the product alone. It's very cool. It's one of the coolest things out there in my opinion. For my research understanding, I'm not familiar with something else built on blockchain with this kind of practical application for the masses right now, ready to replace and displace something that people are so used to using, whether it's Telegram or Discord or WeChat or Gmail. So very exciting times. If you like this kind of stuff, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, check out our playlists. We talk about the secret NFTs. We talk about it all. Play to earn crypto games, airdrops and opportunities, DeFi, crypto explainers, and tutorials. And we absolutely will be abreast of the latest Alter developments and using what they have to offer to add value to the community. Share that. Calendar schedules, video conferencing. I'm looking forward to all this. This is just very cool.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. And I'm looking forward to not using Zoom, to using Alter and being able to give them a shout out for that, being able to record these videos.
I dig it. Well, until the next time, we're going to wrap this one up. Have a beautiful day and namaste, y'all.
Later.